Hey, are you ready for a fun week with your new puppy? Well, I'm not sure if it's your version of fun, but it's definitely gonna keep you busy. All right, I've got some really important information on what to do with your puppy the first week. Now, I've got 6 training games you're gonna wanna start, a few other must-dos to get your puppy on the right track, and 4 important tips on how to have the proper mindset about this week. Now, we've got a lot to cover, so let's get going and get started right now. All right, let's start with game number 6, called 50 Kibble Challenge. So when your puppy first comes home, he may not be quite ready for formal training games like leash skills and definitely not recall. But that doesn't mean he's not ready for learning. So the 50 Kibble Challenge is something we play with our students of our online course. We want you to measure out 50 pieces of kibble from your dog's daily allotment of food. Now I want you to set it aside and use it all throughout the day to reward the behaviors you like. Is he sitting while you're preparing his meal? Reward that. Is he looking at you and not jumping? Reward. Is he approaching you with all 4 paws on the floor? Reward. Now, the more you can capture the good behavior you see happening naturally, the more likely you're going to see more of it. All right, the next game is going to help your puppy build confidence. He's experiencing a lot of new things right now, and we love that. We want to make sure his experiences are positive, so he grows to be a puppy who doesn't shy away from or become afraid of new things. Introducing the Puppy Jungle Gym. So this is just a little toy I put together for our foster puppies to help them explore different textures, sounds, scents, and sights. You can see how easy it is to change out the items and how much fun the pups have in checking everything out. Now is a great time to do a mindset check. Do you know how your human routine is going to be interrupted when this furry potato comes home? Now I want you to get some good sleep in before he comes home, because your sleep will likely be disrupted once he gets home. Whether it's multiple trips out for potty in the middle of the night or helping soothe him back to sleep, it's a lot like having a newborn. The sleep deprivation phase doesn't last as long as with a newborn, assuming you start on crate training right away. But just know that a little bit of sleep disruption is headed your way. All right, game number 4 is all about introducing new tools. So if you think about it, your puppy's gonna have to get used to multiple tools that are very unfamiliar to him. So for the first week, I just want you to start with things that he's gonna use first, like the collar and the leash. You can't expect him to know how to walk on a leash yet, but if you start by introducing these items in a positive way, paired with treats, he'll develop a healthy association with them. Now you're going to use the same skills when it comes to introducing the brush or nail trimmers. You can wait on those until week 2. Let's give your pup a chance to settle in before we do too many things all at once. Now you heard me mention crate training a moment ago. We are definitely going to introduce him to the crate and encourage him to go in it as much as possible. Now we have to keep this process positive, so please don't let him cry for hours in the crate. 10 minutes is the max we recommend for distress crying. If you have to use a pen around the crate or put the crate in your bedroom in order for your pup to tolerate it, that's fine for now. We can adjust later. The most important thing is to work on crate training outside of the time that you need it and help your puppy feel good about it. So if you need some help with that, you're gonna love the crate training lessons in the course. I'll link it below. All right, let's check in on our new puppy mindset once again. In addition to sleep disruption, your routine's gonna be disrupted too. New puppies are needy. Have you seen the sample schedule for an 8-week-old puppy in my free digital new puppy starter kit? I just recently adopted a foster puppy named Lady, and believe me, the log I kept of her activities looked just like the schedule. I felt like I was on a 20-minute ride that repeated over and over throughout the day. Now, it's not going to be like this forever, but yes, it will be like this at first. Now, you might not get your usual coffee runs in, or your workouts at the gym, or all your chores done. You're going to have a chance to resume those activities real soon though. But for now, your puppy needs you to teach him how to live in a human world. So, plan to put a few things on hold for a little while so you can tend to your puppy's needs. He can't do this without you. The next game involves other pets. Now, if you don't have any other pets, you're gonna have one less game to play this week. And if you do have other pets, I want you to start exposing your puppy to other animals from a distance. So, give your puppy a treat or kibble when he sees the other animal, and do the same for the other animal as well. Yes, even cats like treats, and it can help them feel more comfortable and positive about the puppy too. Believe me, they know each one of them is there. They can smell it. Give all the animals a chance to settle in. to this new creature in the home before they begin to interact. I do recommend waiting until at least week 2 before the animals in the home get to meet each other. All right, ready for another mindset check? This process is going to be just a little messy. Yes, maybe messy from potty accidents, but also just messy in general. I'm gonna assume you're not a dog trainer. You might have some experience raising dogs or having a dog when you were a kid, but are you aware of how much we've learned about how dogs think and learn in just the last decade? Thanks to a lot more studies, we're learning so much about the canine brain and how best to train it. So expect that you're gonna learn new things too, and you won't be great at it at first. You're learning how to be a puppy trainer too. Expect a few rough starts at first until you get the hang of it, and then start to learn more about your puppy's cues and communication. You're a brave new learner, so give yourself some grace to pick up on these new skills. All right, the next game I want you to do is a fun one. I want you to practice luring. So luring's when we ask the dog to move somewhere by putting a treat right in front of them and getting them to do it. This is how we get them to do things that we want, and then we can reward it and eventually name it. Now, it doesn't matter what you lure the dog to do. You could lure him around something, lure him through something, or just lure him a few feet down a hallway. Just getting him in the habit of following the treat is going to help you a lot when you start more formal training games. Make sure you keep the treat at your dog's nose level. So if it's too high, he might start to jump for it, and if you move it too fast and the treat gets too far ahead, he just might lose focus. Try to keep it as close to his nose as possible and keep sessions short. This is a fun activity that is easy for both human and canine to learn, and it's great practice for future sessions. All right, my next mindset check, and then we're going to give you a few more things that I really think you need to do this first week. This goes out to all of you who work. Even if you work from home, you're gonna need some help. Remember that schedule I told you about? Yeah, it's a lot of work. Even dog trainers need help with new puppies. Thankfully, my husband and I both took off 10 days when Lady arrived. Now, even after that, we were lucky to both work from home, and my team is very understanding when I had to hop off a team meeting to get Lady out for a quick potty break. I mean, we are a puppy-friendly virtual office here. Bottom line, round up some help, either from friends or family members, or hire a pet sitter or a dog walker. You're gonna need the help. And it's probably the only way that you're gonna get that coffee run in or that workout during the first few weeks. Sorry, it's just the realities of having a puppy. All right, I have a few other things that I want you to do this week. These are very important, so don't skip this part. Now, I'm gonna go just a little bit fast, so if you have any questions about any of them, just comment below. All right, I want you to, number 1, keep a log of activities, including potty breaks and accidents, naps, times when he's more playful and sleepy. Now, the more you can write down, the more you're going to see patterns that you can begin to build a schedule from. Number 2, notice natural habits to start to prevent them. So this includes jumping, barking, and sound sensitivity. The sooner you start to work on these unwanted behaviors or stresses after you notice them, the easier it's going to be, and the less stress you'll see from your puppy. So less stress means more sleep for both of you. Number 3, puppy proof. You want to set your puppy up for success by not allowing him in areas that have things that he should not chew. So use baby gates or puppy pens to keep him safe. Number 4, keep his environment quiet and calm for this transition. He doesn't need to explore your whole house or yard yet. So keep his area small and quiet and try not to do anything overstimulating. Give him a chance to decompress from this transition. So short and fun games like crate games or the luring game are going to be perfect ways to occupy him during this very short wake window. This is going to lead me to number 5. Wake windows for an 8-week-old puppy are about 1 to 1.5 hours. So that means he should start his cool down and then get back down for a nap no later than an hour and a half after he woke up from the last one. Yes, it is that short. I can assure you this was Lady's pattern too, and if I kept those times, she did so much better. Young puppies need about 18 to 20 hours of sleep per day, so it's going to be your job to help him get that. Having trouble making that happen? I want you to check out this video next. Whew. The week probably just flew by for you, am I right? Did you get a shower? Did you even know what day it was? Are your friends convinced that you've gone into the witness protection program? Honestly, this all gets better. With time and training, you're gonna get your life back. Just not yet. Enjoy the first week with your new family member and let me know how it's going.